Good morning, YouTubers. My name is David Kastner, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 2021 Sienna Limited Platinum in Cyprus. Now, I'm going to do some different things today in this review. One of the things that I thought about, I had an absolute wonderful time driving this car for the last few days. I want to thank Seeger Toyota for making that possible. And as I'm driving it, and I want to let you know that I like this car more every time I get in it. So one of the things I thought about is, what does it look like when you get up in the morning and go to work and it's completely dark? I did a video of that. And I also know that a lot of people are keeping their cars longer these days, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they are updating to a whole new group of safety features that they're not familiar with. I did a lane departure alert and a lane tracing video, and I also did an example of what it's like to use the 360-degree view camera to back into a parking space. So sit back and relax, enjoy the show.
Imagine you're going to work like in normal times, not during a pandemic time, but you wake up. Most of us go to work in the dark and come home in the dark. Here we go. So I turn it on. You see the nice bright LED headlights. It's silent because it's electric from 0 to 25 miles an hour. Operates under all electricity. After 25 miles an hour, uses a combination of gas and electric. That's one of the reasons that the hybrid vehicles get such excellent gas mileage, because they're not using gasoline at the most high energy time for the car, because the car uses the most gasoline when it starts and stops. That's one of the beauty of the hybrid system. So I'm going to put it in reverse now, and let's take a look at this, the 360-degree view backup camera. You see you got guidelines on here. We got the Platinum, we got everything. And I want you to get the feeling for the backup sensors, okay? So I want you to imagine you're tired, we're about to run into something. See, it's beeping. It's beeping. You get a cut here where, let's see if we can get in here where it's beeping there, showing right there. That's where you got a potential thing. Your red line is about a foot to a foot and a half away from calamity. And there now we're gonna stop. Now we're gonna get going. Put it in forward. So there we go. You can see the heads up display. Heads up display. I'm going 6 miles an hour. So again, this is my morning trip to work, and I'm going to demonstrate lane departure alert. We're waiting for it. There we go. Look, got signal. So I am exiting onto the expressway. You can see the heads up display is really nice. Let's focus in a little bit better. Now I have the cruise control set, and I have the digital radar cruise control set at 3. 3 is what I like personally. It gives me enough distance between the cars ahead of me, and I'm not really in any particular rush to get anywhere. I kind of like to enjoy, so I'm accelerating up. Now I'm going over to the middle lanes because the lane departure alert will notify you. Now I'm going to push set. There we go. See, so now if you see the blue lines and the white lines together, that shows you that the lane tracing assist is set. Okay, I'm gonna let go of the steering wheel for a second. I know this is crazy, absolutely nuts, but the car is steering for me. Folks, this is meant to be driver assist. And see the orange light? That's letting me know that Toyota is saying, hey, this is not safe, and now it's gonna tell me that it's gonna turn it off if I don't put my hands back on, but I put my hands back on because this is driving assist. This is an absolutely wonderful feature that is available on most of the Toyota models. I just drove back from Memphis, over 100 miles I drove using this feature, and I want to tell you, it was the most wonderful, calm trip I've had in a long time. One of the things to get used to, maybe if you're upgrading from an older vehicle or you're getting used to this lane departure alert, is when you have the lane departure alert set, if you cross over a line, See, it's actually steering me back into the lane, and it vibrates. Let's see if we can get it to do it on the right side. Yeah, see? Hear the vibration? Steers you back into the lane. Okay, so I feel like a proper review should have just a little bit of technical. If you guys like this technical, you show me, but I'm just doing a little bit more demonstration. So this car's got a 360-degree view, bird's eye camera, all right? So I'm stopped in a parking lot right now. Everybody likes sticks. There's your 360-degree view camera, okay? Now I'm gonna back up into this space. See, look, I'm doing a terrible parking job and I know it. So I can, let's go forward. See sticks again. And now I can back right into this space and it's easy. Now the red line is about 12 to 16 inches from the bumper and you can see the bumper. And there we go, I'm perfectly parked. I always like to start with the headlights. We got full LED headlights on this gorgeous cypress color. You got LED floodlights. Floodlights are really nice because they fill out the bottom when you're on the road. On the bottom, you got chrome and a little honeycomb space. You back out. You see the blue Toyota logo that symbolizes the hybrid vehicle. Moving around to the driver's side of the car, look at those lines. 20-inch rims that look gorgeous. Now on the front you have 12.9-inch disc brakes, okay? And on the back, you have 12.5-inch disc brakes. Now, Toyota always makes sure that the cars have more stopping power than they need. One of the beauties of owning a hybrid vehicle is that they use a system called regenerative braking. This car has 2 electric motors. One of the motors starts the vehicle. The other motor works in conjunction with the 4-cylinder 2.5-liter 245 net horsepower engine underneath the hood. So when you take your foot off of the gas pedal, those electric motors are still spinning and they become generators which charge the battery. That's the hybrid secret. So a couple of things are happening here that are beneficial for the consumer. The first is you never have to plug this vehicle in. The second is because there's an electromagnetic force that's going on, it helps the car stop. So your brakes are likely to last 80 to 100,000 miles. I just want to show you one little thing. When the door opens, this is the little track. When the side door opens, that's a little track kind of hidden there. All right, let's demonstrate the power back door. Just a swift kick. Power back door is opening for us. Now the third row seats fold down really easy. Let me demonstrate. One hand, fold down, very easy. You have 75 cubic square feet of space. Now, this middle row's chairs do not come out. They do go all the way forward and all the way backwards. If you push them all the way forward, you're going to have 100 square feet of space. Toyota likes to be the first to do things, and I want you to imagine that you're approaching this Sienna after a long day or after a day of shopping. You've got grocery bags, kids, and other things. You come to the car, you're holding the key or the keys in your pocket or your purse. Quick kick, and the door opens. This is fantastic. Both side doors and the power back door open like this. Look at this. Easy chairs. 100
comfortable, lots of room, living large, loving it. All right, let's take a look inside the cabin. Let's take a look inside the cabin. I don't know if you can see it here, but you do have your blind spot monitor, blind spot warning, and heated mirrors. Programmable seats for 2 people. This is something we've been getting questions about for some time. Power folding mirrors on the Limited Hybrid Platinum. Both mirrors are folding in. Now down here, you look at the controls. I have that's the A that's lit up. That's the automatic lights. This is the heated steering wheel. This is the 360-degree view camera. These are turn off your power doors. Turn them on, turn off. There's the gas pump. There's the odometer and the trip, and then you can turn up and down the lighting on the dashboard. 7-inch display. All of your different options. Hybrid system. These are your safety features.
Okay, I want to go over some simple things that may be overlooked by salespeople, or when you get into buying a car, you've bought a car. But so let's say you want to go to the car wash, okay? So there's so many safety features on it, and the parking sensors on this vehicle are going to prevent you from pulling into the car wash, okay? So what we're doing is we're going back to see we're back to where the gear is, okay? And then I'm over here. You know, this is how we're adjusting. Let me adjust out. Okay, this is how we're adjusting to go through, you know, these are your safety features. Pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring. This is the one, parking sensor. So it's actually, I turned it off because I was doing this a minute ago. But now, so it's on, and so now I'm pushing in the center right here. You see, that's the one right there that's highlighted. And I push the button and turn it off. And now you can use your car wash safely.
Hey guys, wow. Well, that's the end of my review. I want to thank you guys for tuning into my YouTube channel. I need you to like the video and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Send me a message. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. Colors, quality, the kind of drive I'm doing, etc. I do requests. I'll see you next week.